kick it? Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like it passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 56.
First time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside Gill. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
At the 27-yard line.
They go play action with Eason. This is Chris. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Washington 0.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. To the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
That catch good for only a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
49-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change your name, how about your respect?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll throw right side here, complete. inside the 45 before going out of bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the left side. Control. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this throw will be intercepted.
I'm the best in the game.
By Torrey McTaggart. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Eason, and that is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their pullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess it.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On first down, Cottrell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Eason. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Eason sets to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Washington nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's got a little baby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Shedding the tackle. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Cottrell. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd down now, Cottrell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Eason. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And it's fielded at the 34. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 57 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard.
Off play action. Eason.
The 25-yard line.
And fires one incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
To go.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Eason. Eason gets hit in the ball pass free. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
46-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On play action, they'll throw. And they'll find Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguar.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll throw now on the final play. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 41-yard.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Eason to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
His throw caught at about the 5.
That That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll try the left side. Cottrell, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun is Eason. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
His kick is
point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Washington 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Gun. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Cottrell. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Play action. It's Eason. This will caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. This is caught. They will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Jaguars 52, Washington 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards there and a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Man, it's caught inside the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet. and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And good was here as he's taken down. Caleb Chason tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16.
4th down and goal.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. With his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions.
Washington 7.
And when this moment comes, I think you look